And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Open man is Hill. He's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Again, Willis to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with... Three.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taking
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Willis to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Lawrence. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
30 left.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Willis to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now a 3rd and 6. And now an audible here into something else. Willis looks to pass it here. Over the middle, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 4th down, Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Buccaneers, nothing.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, Ron. Think right.
On first down, it's Newton. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hey, chill. Go, let's go. Take right open.
Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Peyton up the middle. Sheds off the tackle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw it. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Willis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. To throw, here's Willis. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
70 Lions.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
13, Luke. 11, Agate. No, 30 left. Go, go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Right open. 11. Go. Hey, I'm gun.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From midfield now, Lawrence. Just keeping the play alive. That is caught. Schoonmaker. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
11. 13, Luke. 11, Agate.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Back to throw, Willis. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Easy. Read a 44. Read 54. Go, go. Let's go. Take right open. Open. Sit open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now let's go. 13, Luke. Luke.
Here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Lawrence to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. An audible here to get a new look.
Think right. 11, 13, Luke. Luke.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Peyton. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
They'll run on first down. Newton. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Think right open.
Now Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man. That's Hill, complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
11. 13, Luke. 11, Agate. 30 left.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Parker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, I'm gun. Think right.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And the Eagles season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.